So this is it. This is the ultimate occasion, the biggest game. It is time to get that steely focus in the eyes. Things have bubbled up really nicely here. Now, for one of these... Both teams, Jim, eyeing the ultimate prize here, unerring focus and determination in all of those ways.
Yes, Peter, I've been a winning finalist and I've been a losing finalist, and I don't need to tell anyone what I preferred. Winning will help fans remember you for a long, long time, so I sincerely wish both teams well and hope that all the players can give a good account.
So, just who will seize their moment?
Look, we can only hope for a final that will be free-flowing and end-to-end and highly entertaining, but fear of defeat can often dominate emotions, so don't be surprised if it gets nervy and tense.
Pulisic! That is lovely. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kunde. Konate. Olise. Moved on forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Out to the left it goes. Pulisic. Oh, nice touch. And that's aimed into the middle. Chouameni. And it's gone back to the keeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ferreira. And here's McKennie. Now it's Pulisic. Pulisic. Kante does really well to win the ball there. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Wins the duel this time. Oh, good spread. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
The United States clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Saliba chooses to go cross-field. Doué providing an outlet on that flank. Where? McKennie. And it's Where? Saliba gets across to intercept that. Konate, gently done. Chouameni, aim forwards. Doué chasing after it. Mackenzie. Adams. Mackenzie. That's really well manoeuvred. Where? Ferreira. Now it's Where? Mbappe. Konate. Saliba. Chouameni. Saliba, driven forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. McKennie. Ferreira. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Saliba shifted upfield. What That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And it's played forward. McKennie. And here's Pulisic. Pulisic spread out to the left. And he decides to cross it.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, that's well seen too. Pulisic. And it's McKennie. Oh, well measured. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There's the header. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Saliba. Hernandez. Saliba forwards and with intent. A chance to play it in. He's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, that's a nice ball. Koundé gets rid without sophistication. Doué. France playing high up the pitch here, very much taking the front foot approach. And the counter is on. Proves too strong. Konate is the guilty party there. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Adams. McKennie. McKennie! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
McKennie, well, he went with real power then when something dainty and subtle was called for.
McKennie. Pulisic. McKennie! Can he stop it going? Well, that is asking for trouble. And the finish! Goal! The United States! This could be big! This could be massive!
Overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
The United States have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it.
Konate
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Dembele. Saliba, gently done. Chouameni. And he goes cross-field. Koundé, now he's off and running. Doué looking to get on the end of this. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Adams. The United States making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
Conte. And now the breakaway. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. And he's managed to climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe was clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And that is as far as they're going to go. Koundé. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, can he get onto this? Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, There's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Saliba. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mbappe is flagged offside. Adams. Oh, red, nice interception. Conte. Chouameni. Saliba, shifted upfield. And he cuts out the supply. Big chance, must be! Mbappe! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Quality ball. Caught offside that time. Over to the left, and it's McKennie. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Robinson. Adams, played out to the left flank. Pulisic. That's surely a foul, free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Defending, but that'll do. And it's McKennie. Succumbs to the pressure. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Adams. Ware picks it up out wide. Ware? He hits it! Mbappe. Now it's Olise, and they can counter here. Chouameni. Played into the middle. Danger averted for now. Pulisic. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ferreira. Out to the left it goes. Doué. It's come to nothing. Out of play for a goal kick. Chouameni. Kante, aim forwards. Konate, moved on forwards. Olise, chasing after it. Olise is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's where.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Konate, and it's played forward. Where Saliba cuts it out. Dembele. Konate, gently done. Conte. Lovely, now then. Mbappe! And yes, it's there! Hat-trick! The king of all he surveys!
France, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
McKennie. That's really well manoeuvred. And back to the goalkeeper. Chouameni. Conte. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Saliba. Forwards and with intent. Pulisic. Played into space. Olise. And here's Olise. He's in space and looking for options. And they've got rid. Throw it. Chouameni. Moved on forwards. And here's Dembele. And he's there to clear it. Aim forwards. Where? approaching the half-hour mark. Where? Now here's the delivery. And that has been clubbed away. Robinson, hit into the middle, and it's hoisted clear. That's tiny. Can he deliver? Whips it across. That was very necessary. Robinson drives forward on the overlap. Now then, the ball's come loose. No foul, says the referee. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Mackenzie. Carter-Vickers. Adams. That's really well manoeuvred. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Hernandez cuts out the pass. Konate. It's a quick ball upfield. Doué has it in a wide position. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Heaved it away. It'll be a throw-in. Done delicately. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Konate. Saliba. And it's played forward. Doué looks to get on the end of this. Dembele. Well-timed, excellent interception. Olise. France have reclaimed it. Now it's Olise. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. By Stefan! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Where can get it clear. And here's Doué. And the ball's come loose here. Conte. Robinson. Carter-Vickers. Mackenzie. Adams. Up towards the front line. That has been cut short. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Doué. And it's Koundé. And here's Doué.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Mackenzie. Weir.
Some good work on the right flank here.
He's got away. Cross goes in. There's the header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
France, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Saliba, shifted upfield. Adams, played out to the left flank. That's and a chance! It's anyone's ball now. Saliba gets it clear. Now it's Pulisic.
Aimed in towards the centre.
Weir. Oh, shooting chance! He'll try to keep this alive. And he's there to get it away. Robinson. Do have a chance to counter here. Doué. It's been slipped through. Pulisic gently down. Pulisic. And here's McKennie. Dembele. Gone for a throw-in. Can he get onto this? Weir gets into some space. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Adams. Mbappe with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. Played out to the right. Doué. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Moved on forwards. That's really well cleared. Doué does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Clears it away. Adams, forwards and with intent. Ferreira. Picks it up out wide. And he's there to clear it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Hernandez. Conte. Konate, aim forwards. Doué. Koundé, gently done. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a cute ball. Doué, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And it's McKennie. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Saliba. Could move up a gear here. Keeps on running. Where? Crosses it in. Saliba attempts a clearance. Doué. Over to the left. Carter Vickers. Pulisic. McKennie spread out to the left. That's good play. Adams. Without complication. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Carter Vickers. Pulisic. Adams, who does have an assist to his name. Weir. Over to the left. Pulisic. Cross. And it's McKennie. Pulisic. Great challenge, time to perfection. Robinson. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he thumps it clear. Saliba moved on forwards. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Calmly anticipates. Hernandez. Olise. And here's Dembele. It's Koundé. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And a shot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. So, Jim, the halfway point of the final, what are you thinking?
The United States are in desperate need of some character and inspiration, and they need it now.
Well, here we go then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Ferreira. A heavy challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Doué. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Adams. McKennie. Pulisic. Adams. Ferreira. Pulisic! There's a goal! The second half starts straight into life. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
The United States get themselves back into contention.
Well, this is just fantastic, Peter. I think we all got the final we wanted. We can all now enjoy it for what it is. This is just a great game of football.
Wins the duel this time. Robinson. Adams. And it's played forward. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Olise. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. And it's Conte. Koundé. Oh, it's played into the area. And out it comes again. Back in once more. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Adams. Adams. Takes aim and crosses. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now the ball in.
The United States clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Can he spark a counter here? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's a good... Wow! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hernandez. Saliba, played over towards the opposite flank. And that's been won straight back. Conte. Chouameni. Konate. Doué chasing after it. Cuts out the pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Out for a throw. Chouameni. Konate. Conte. Out to the right. Koundé. Ball's gone out of play. Koundé's cross. Chance! Lofted upfield. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Saliba. Konate. And back to the keeper they go. Koundé, Conte, Konate, shifted upfield. Konate gets across to intercept that. Koundé. Saliba. That's really well manoeuvred. Here's Mbappe. Lovely feet. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Ferreira. Oh, they can break here. Olise. That's Doué. Well, gets good distance on it. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Doué? Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's Koundé. Get a throw in. It's a good-looking delivery. Robinson attempts a clearance. Aim forwards. McKennie.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Doué. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Koundé. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Pulisic. Chance here to counter. And it's played in here. Up he goes! Oh, not the best of headers.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Nicely intercepted. Conte. Olise. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Weah. Weah, gently done. Koundé gets it away.
Well, Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Pulisic. Well played. That snuffed out the danger.
Wow! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Mbappe, played out towards the right wing. And it's Conte. Now it's Dembele. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He can get that clear. Looking to break at pace. Mackenzie. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Dembele, good spread. And here's Mbappe. That's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. It's a loose ball. Koundé. Great run on the overlap here. And here's Touré. Dembele has got himself a free kick. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Hernandez. Konate. And it's played forward. Oh, they could be charged, surely!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tchouameni getting this one clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nice physical challenge. Hernandez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Weah looking to get on the end of this. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
going to go a long way. Absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game. Decent chance! He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That'll be a throw-in. And he's there to clear it. Lovely ball and a shot at goal! It's a goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, from such a showpiece final as well, I think this is exactly the type of excitement that all the neutrals would have wanted on show. There's so many twists and turns in this game. It's a pleasure to watch.
Dembele, Doué, Koundé, time to deliver. Moved on forwards. And the break is on.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, Red, nice interception. Doué. Doué. Now this could be a chance. Olise! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Calmly anticipates. Chouameni. Saliba. And it's Doué. Played out to the right. Koundé could try cutting inside here. Hangs in across. And it's hoisted clear. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Keeper has it. Vicious ball here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Now who's going to be first to this? Keeper's got good distance on that. And he cuts out the supply. Robinson, gently done. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Saliba looks to the other side. And it's played forward. That's put paid to a promising move. Robinson. Oh, this looks sharp. That has been cut short. Hernandez. Saliba shifted upfield. Hernandez, gently done. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. France making another change here. Cross goes, it could be, oh, smashing header! Couldn't quite control it.
Mbappe brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Digne. Konate, who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. That has been knocked clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Corner. Attempts a clearance. Konate forwards and with intent. Digne. Doué looks to get on the end of this. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitution for United States.
The United States are making a change now. He's there to clear it. Great chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
The United States really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
It's a little off target. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Dembele. He has found the way through. Pavard, and it's pulled back. And here's Dembele. McKennie. Where? And that has been cleared. Oh, great chance! Konate getting this one clear. Referee's given a throw. Where? And that's aimed into the middle.
The United States clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Mignon claims it, and the danger passes. And it's hoisted clear. France have got it back, and they'll have another go. Aimed in towards the centre.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Where? And it's McKennie. He's in a good position here. He's had a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Konate. Played back to the goalkeeper. Where? Tries to get it clear. Now that's well seen too. Out of play for a throw. McKennie with it. It's a mighty effort! And somehow he managed to miss it. Say, aim forwards. So what can they make of this? Searching pass he's played there. He's being urged to Pulisic!
The United States really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Played in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tchouameni shifted upfield. Great work on the overlap. Deflected behind for a corner kick. France making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, with the clearance. Chouameni. Nice looking ball.
France really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Mignon gets it clear. Konate. Chouameni, gently done. Olise played out to the left flank. Rapidly approaching the end. Extra time is imminent. Unless something dramatic happens now. And it's played forward. Mbappe! Muscular approach does pay off here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's picked out the run. And he shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. But it gets the job done.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He is through here. Oh, sweet feet. Clears it away. Chouameni. Come through and he's had a quick look in. Oh, what a climb!
He will be livid with himself.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Pulisic. Kante gets it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Barcola. Now it's Mbappe. Pavard. Oh, such a clever touch. Pulisic wins the duel this time. The final 5 minutes. Can he spark a counter here? Konate is there and he can get that clear. Pavard, Barcola forwards and with intent. And they can counter here. Pavard. It's a nicely shaped ball. Barcola. Pavard. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Barcola, hit into the middle, tries to get it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And now the breakaway. That has found him in acres of space. He gets good distance on it. Moved on forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, it's Dembele. Wins the duel this time.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There will be a throw-in. Cuts out the pass. It's going to be another throw. Barcola.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a throw. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And the pass is intercepted. Olise. Nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards.
They should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
And if they do hold on to this now, they deserve it. That's what champions do. No matter how you play, you always get the result. You can't do better than that.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And it's where? Mbappe. Mackenzie. Aim forwards. Now it's where? Played down the flank. Oh, played through for the wide man. Not much subtlety about that challenge. It's run loose here. Played into the middle. climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Try! Good challenge, excellent challenge. Digne. Saliba. Digne. Saliba. Oh, good spread. Pavard, now he's off and running. Mbappe. Nkunku. Digne. They are right into last chance territory. And that will be the final act. The United States are the winners. The ceremony is fitting their triumph.